Hey, what's up guys? MGH here. Welcome back to another episode of the Arsenal Career Mode. Today we're going to do another post-com. I wasn't able to record live commentary yesterday, but don't worry, it's coming back tomorrow, so this will be the last one for a little while. Also, I just watched back yesterday's video, and if you haven't seen it already, I had a little talk about why I think this game has some pretty terrible issues. Talking of terrible issues, look at that for a back flip bicycle kick by Iwobi. But yeah, I watched it back and I realised I didn't really get my points across very well. I was kind of angry while I was making the video. I'd literally just stopped recording when I started, or stopped playing the game. So although I still think I made some valid points, I didn't really explain them very well. I want to make it very clear that I still enjoy FIFA 19. I mentioned how I do like the core gameplay. It's a very smooth game, and I am still having fun with it. If they fix these problems, I think it could genuinely be one of the best FIFAs of all time, and that's saying a lot. So we're not going to talk about it in this video. I just wanted to make sure you guys understood where I was coming from in that video. Just when you play FIFA every single day of your life, and sometimes forcing yourself to play it because you've got to make a video like I do, it can be a little bit frustrating, especially when things just feel so broken, So hopefully they will fix it soon. Anyway, up against Leeds here. We get a penalty to try and make this 1-1. I go down the middle, which turned out to be a bit of a silly decision, as it was an easy save there. We get the cross back inside the box, and Iwobi, this happened in the last episode as well, had pretty much an open target there to shoot at, and he blasts it over the bar. So we're still 1-0 down at this point, going into injury time. They miss a chance to make it 2-0. Really wasn't a great performance here against Leeds, who would have just got promoted, of course, in my career mode. I would absolutely love it if Leeds could get back into the Premier League in real life as well. Now that we've got Wolves as well, it's just awesome. I really, really hope Leeds can make it through, and somehow we will play against them at some point in the near future in the Premier League. So now we go into a really important game in the Champions League against FC Basel. Now, as you know, we've got 2 games remaining in our group, and as of right now, we are 3rd. So it was vital that we win our last 2 games. And we get off to a really good start here with Gnabry. We pass it inside with Dembele. And I just want to point out in this match right here, Dembele was on fire. He was so, so good. The pass there into the box. And here he is on the ball again, laying it off to Bellerin with the overlap. Comes into the box, and Aubameyang so close to making it 2-0. And you could see there Shakhtar are in 2nd place right now, so we do need to keep an eye out for their results and hope that they drop points to make it a little bit less, I don't know, tense in these final 2 games. We get a chance here with Dembele. He's got a 5-star weak foot, remember, so I went with the right foot shot there. And now we're into the second half. 1-0 up, so we're still in control. Lovely ball in the box from Bellerin. We really, really missed him recently while he was out injured, but Gnabry could not finish it. Ball over on the left side here for Kolasinac. Now this is just crazy as well. What a save by Lunev there. It's unbelievable. Just look at this replay. Aouar in a really good position to score here and make it 2-0. Make it comfortable for us. And he saves it with his goddamn face. Corner comes in. Aubameyang very close to scoring. And same with Socrates as we bring on Xhaka. And this is what you do with Xhaka, right? You take long shots because sometimes they're on target, and often when they are on target, they do tend to be very difficult to save. He's got a great long shot. But in the end, guys, we do win this game 1-0. You can see the players celebrating here. It's one step closer to the knockout stages of the Champions League. We have Dortmund up next in the Champions League, which we absolutely must win. But first, let's play against West Ham. Wilshere was on the bench for this game. I wasn't sure why. I miss Wilshere, I really do. Arsenal through and through, and it's a shame to see he's picked up another injury at West Ham. He really is just made of glass, it seems, the poor guy. If he didn't have such an injury-ridden career, I think Wilshere would genuinely be one of the best midfielders in the Premier League. So it's a real shame. But anyway, you'll see we're right into the second half here. West Ham come closest, hitting the bar there with an absolutely fantastic shot. The first half was really, really poor from both teams. No real chances to speak of. But in this second half, it really, really kicked off. I brought on Welbeck on that left wing, and he was causing issues for West Ham. Guendouzi with a lucky deflection there. Welbeck wins it, and look at that for a finish as well. So composed, Danny Welbeck, who's had a very good season in real life so far for Arsenal. Not using him so much, but I'm glad I've kept him. For moments like this, in games like this where you need to rotate the squad, Welbeck is a fantastic option to bring on. So we make it 1-0. We're trying now to defend this lead, trying to get that clean sheet. Welbeck with a great bit of control and a pass off to Iwobi. He continues the run down this left side, and we're on the break here. This is typical Arsenal. Inside to Iwobi, over to Lacazette. We've got Emile Smith-Rowe, the substitution, volleys it on goal, and it's an absolutely fantastic finish from the youngster. His first goal that he scored for me, and it's a beautiful one. Look at the control on the volley, right down the middle there, through the keeper's arms, I think it was. And 2 minutes of added time, it just wasn't enough for West Ham to get back in the game. So we really are picking up results, even if we're not playing particularly well, and we will take those 3 points. We're still pretty much doing very well in the league and pretty much top. So that's always a good thing at this point of the season. And now we move into another really tough fixture. We have Burnley away from home at Turf Moor. Burnley a bit of a bogey side for me. I've always struggled against them. Here's Lennon on the ball, passes it back to Jack Cork. He gets it back. And how about that for a finish? The Premier League veteran Lennon, he's been at so many different clubs. He's still got it. I don't know about that celebration, mate. You're not hard. You're like you're 5'2". But really good finish. Leno nowhere near it. But instant reply there from Serge Gnabry, splitting the defence with a nice bit of skill, doing the mixing bowl celebration. But look at this for a powerful shot down near the keeper's left side. Unsavable, just like their first goal, and there we go, 1-1. Going into added time here, plus 2 minutes. We find Aubameyang. Surely he's going to make it 2-1 before half-time. No, the shot was not good enough. It was my bad, poor finishing. Will I regret missing that chance? Well, here's Mendy on the ball now. Over to Torreira, inside to Gnabry, over to Nelson, who came on as a sub. He gets the shot away, but Pope, fantastic goalkeeper, makes the save. Now Nelson with the throw into Draxler. The cross comes in. Couldn't really find the man. And it was Emile Smith-Rowe there, by the way. I brought him on again as an impact sub. But Aouar with the final shot, which goes wide. Still trying to find another goal in this game to make it 2-1. And we very almost concede. Look at that. Mukiele just about gets a block in there. And unfortunately, this game is going to go ahead and finish as a draw. A 1-1 against Burnley. It's not ideal, but it could have been worse. That last chance that Burnley had really could have been a goal. Very, very, very lucky to get away with that. But now looking at the group stage, as you can see, we have to win this game. Unfortunately for us, Shakhtar did pick up some points, and they will most likely pick up more points in their last game against Basel. So it was 3 points or bust. I had to win this game. You don't know the pressure on me right now. My first season in the Champions League, I've struggled immensely in the Champions League, and I've got Dortmund, who haven't dropped a single point in the group stage so far, and I have to win. And let me just go ahead and tell you this. Very, very lucky in the 13th minute here, but they were all over me at the start. I was so nervous that this was going to be one of those games that I just cannot get anything going. But we do get the lucky break, and Aubameyang scores against his old team. But now we need some strong defensive performances from our defenders, and it's not looking good. They go ahead and score an equaliser just a few moments later, and it's going to be Witsel. How he hasn't got a scanned face, I don't know. He looks just really odd in this game. And then they go ahead and make it 2-1 with one of the best headers I've ever seen in a FIFA game. I'm not sure what this guy is eating in his diet, but his neck muscles are ridiculous. Look at this. How he gets so much power on that? Or is it a mistake from Leno? I don't really know. We're going to try and get back in this game straight away. Aouar gets taken out outside the box there. Definitely a foul from Rodriguez. We're going to get the free kick. You guys know what's coming here. No, you do not know what's coming here. Look at that. Now, I'll be honest, I didn't mean it. I definitely didn't mean to do it like that. I meant to pass it, but I was meant to roll it in front of Dembele. But instead, I passed it across, passed it back, and hammered it into the bottom corner. So it all works out, and I look like a genius, right? But anyway, Dortmund back on the ball here, and Morales, their captain, just before half-time, makes it 3-2. That is 5 goals in the first half. It has been a ridiculous first half. And at this point, I thought, come on, I'm scoring goals, I'm playing well. What more do you want from me, game? Half-time, 3-2 to Dortmund. We've got 45 minutes to save our Champions League. We have to win this game, remember. We have to score 2 goals minimum in this second half. And from kickoff, Aubameyang through for Gnabry. Can he finish it under pressure? Yes, he can. The defenders were so slow to react there. I don't know what to say. Sometimes the defenders are super tight. Sometimes they're absolutely not tight at all, and it's pretty hilarious. So we do equalise right away. Can we put the pressure on and get another goal? Into Aubameyang. Great first touch. Cuts inside with a fake shot and the finesse of dreams. One of my favourite goals to date. Just look at this replay. It's beautiful. Aubameyang is one of the best finishers I've ever used in a FIFA, and that just proves my point. Fantastic goal. Now we were 4-3 up. I was feeling confident. Can we get a fifth goal? Here is Bellerin. Aubameyang is on a hat-trick. He's in the box. He toe pokes it home. He's got a hat-trick against his old club. We were going to go ahead and do the respectful celebration. Just hands up. Sorry about this. I've just wrecked you single-handedly, so I'm not going to celebrate. But a hat-trick for Aubameyang here against Dortmund. And that surely is going to give us the win. Right? Surely we're not going to lose from here. Volley coming in from Morales just goes wide. Maybe if they scored there, they'd have a chance. But we got into injury time here. Mesut Ozil as a second-half sub. Comes very close to making it 6-3. That would have been incredible. But instead, it finishes there 5-3. And we are going to have an 8-goal thriller to save our Champions League season so far. We will be going through to the knockout stages. Who will we face? I cannot wait to find out. But let's see if Shakhtar did indeed pick up points. And, of course, they did. So, a draw or a loss against Dortmund, I would have been knocked out. Quite scary when you think about it in my first season. So, as I predicted, Dortmund and Arsenal, top two. I thought it would be us on top, though. I thought we were going to win this group, but it turns out I didn't play particularly well against some of these teams. We lost 3-0 to Basel in the second leg, remember? So, yeah, or sorry, Shakhtar in the second leg, which wasn't great. So, I'm very thankful we were able to pick up the 2 wins out of 2 in the Champions League today. And that means we are going through. Tomorrow we've got live comm of Manchester United and Chelsea in the Premier League. So a big few games coming up. And then it will be the transfer window. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you turn on notifications as well. And leave a like on the video if you've enjoyed it. And I will see you next time.